Immigration will get their clutches on you and you will be stuck in custody until the case is over with and then shipped off to immigration. Trying to use illness as a method of consuming alcohol.
Welcome to Bench Report Court Cam.
You were Abraham Perez.
Yes.
Mr. Perez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Bless you.
On November 25th, 2024, officer was dispatched to major accident in 6300 block of South Highway 6 in Harris County, Texas. Officer made contact with a witness. The witness stated she was traveling southbound when she observed the defendant's vehicle swerving and speeding on the roadway. The witness stated the defendant's vehicle rear-ended the complainant's vehicle. The defendant exited the vehicle and the defendant attempted to leave the scene. The defendant was kept on scene by other citizens. The officer made contact with the defendant. The officer observed strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, bloodshot, glossy eyes, and slurred speech. The officer observed a broken glass bottle on the passenger floorboard of the defendant's vehicle and a liquid on the driver's seat floor mat with an odor of an alcoholic beverage. The officer located 3 open Modelo bottles in the bed of the defendant's vehicle, and the witness stated the defendant removed the bottles from inside the motor vehicle and
Drinking
in the bed.
while driving? Really?
The defendant would not comment on whether he was drinking, and standard field sobriety tests were conducted. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 2 out of 8, one leg stand 1 out of 4. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to arrest. The results were .141 and .139.
Mr. Perez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Tell me, are you a United States citizen?
No, sir.
Are you in this country with or without permission?
No, sir. Sin permiso.
With or without
Sin
permission in this country?
del país. No, sir.
¿Estás aquí con permiso o sin permiso?
No, I'm here without permission.
What happens if you go to jail?
Para cárcel.
¿Cómo? ¿Me puede arrestar migración?
Immigration could arrest me. Correcto.
I would hope that you would recognize it's freaking elementary that you're not supposed to have alcohol in the car while you're driving. And I'm going to tell you now that it is a minimum of 5 days in jail to any sentence that you get the fact that there's an open container. And I will tell you now, if you were to do 5 days, immigration will get their clutches on you and you will be stuck in custody until the case is over with and then shipped off to immigration, where you will sit for another 6 to 9 months. And if you don't believe me, ask Mr. Santana. Ask him how many clients he has represented over the years that have sat in immigration custody and how long they will sit there until immigration does whatever they're going to do. I'm going to put a whole host of conditions on you now. And if I find that you are a danger to my public, if I find that you violate any of these conditions, I'm going to light you up like a freaking Christmas tree. I will revoke your bond, put you in jail, and if you're unlucky enough, you will be there for a very long time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The first thing I'm telling you now is you are not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. You will be signing an affidavit with me today This is a promise that you're going to make to me that you're not going to drive. And I don't care what is going on in your life. I don't care where you got to go. I don't care what you got to do. If Jesus comes down from heaven and needs a ride to church, you get into a car and drive. Get ready. I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I will randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, likewise, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, is this a first? Any prior DWIs?
There's no fires.
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Santana. If he tells me that you start playing games, that you're not responding to his phone calls, text messages, I will issue a warrant for your arrest.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Shh. If you do not stay in contact with him, I'm going to revoke your bond. Mr. Perez, I will do everything in my power to protect my public. And I don't care if we got to put you away kicking and screaming. But the only thing that matters to me is public safety. Do you understand?
Entiendo.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mrs. Santana, please advise your client accordingly. We'll have you sign your affidavit. I'm going to have you sign a reset. You'll get with Felicia for your bond conditions, and then we'll let you go. There's what?
The jury asked.
Oh. Okay, that's it. Come on. Yes, thank you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
No, I did review the steals, and they all all of those pertain to Jonathan Kelly. However, the ones that are covered is what the issue here, but the steals itself are all Jonathan Kelly.
What do they look like him? I couldn't.
So
I didn't think
I couldn't personally tell, but what I'm assuming that the vendor is talking about, because they're the ones that obviously confirm our device violations, is that due to the camera being covered in multiple instances, that they're thinking that, you know, that's either due to them just covering the camera, but most of the time it's due to somebody else going to the device, and that's why it's being covered. The camera.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm now modifying his bond conditions to put a scram on his ankle. I can't trust him to do what it's going to do, so I'll give him 2 days to get the scram on. He's got to come get it, but I can't trust him.
Just for the sake of my client, he did have a scram device at one point. There were no violations of the scram, and the scram caused some type of injury to his leg because of the swelling of his ankles. So
He's covering the camera. I should revoke his bond right now because he's not even here.
I understand.
You know, I'm tired of the drama. I'm tired of it. It's one thing after the other. He's covering the camera, which he shouldn't be doing. And he knows damn well he's not supposed to be covering the camera. I mean, there's a complete thumbprint all over the camera. I've repeatedly told him to come here. How on earth do I know that he's stuck there? I mean, what proof do I have? Did you go to his house?
Yes, I did. I literally, like I told the court yesterday, I would go and pick him up. When I went there,
Okay.
he was in no condition to leave.
What does that mean? He was in no condition to leave.
He had one of those porta potties in his room because he just can't leave his bedroom. He had one of those urinals, and he was just in bad condition. He was in real bad condition.
I guess not bad enough to consume alcohol though, because he's testing positive. You know,
After the surgery,
there's no excuse. I don't care if you're having this, that. No alcohol means no alcohol, and having surgery doesn't justify it though. So I'm modifying his conditions now. He's got 2 days to get the scram on. If he doesn't get it on in 2 days, then I'm going to have another hearing and we'll see whether his bond gets revoked or not. But I'm going to tell you now, I'm up to here with the excuses, and I'm up to here with everything. No, I'm letting him know now. Shh.
I'm here.
I find your behavior while you are on bond in this court unacceptable. You have repeatedly violated the conditions of this court, trying to use illness as a method of consuming alcohol. I cannot trust you to use the camera because you are not doing it as ordered. So I'm now ordering you to come and get a scram device on your ankle. And I'm going to tell you now, there's absolutely no tolerance. The next time you test positive for any kind of alcohol, any kind of substance that you're not supposed to be using, I'm going to put you in jail. And I don't care if counsel is up here crying, pleading, begging, this, that. It makes absolutely no difference to me. But using illness to be able to consume is unacceptable. And I'm not going to tolerate it any longer. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm modifying the conditions. You must have the scram within the next 2 days. If you fail to have it, I'm going to revoke your bond. We will continue with court settings on the 13th. No more waived appearances. So he must appear here on that setting, and we will go forward. How old is this case?
This case is back from,
It's 88 days.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that we probably get moving on it, because if he does need treatment, prolonging the case is just delaying the inevitable, right? And I don't want to do that. If Mr. Kelly needs treatment, then I think that we need to get him moving on it. But when I find someone that continues to violate, that tells me a lot. So, okay, Mr. Kelly, you now are apprised of what your conditions are. No more violations. 3 strikes, you're out. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, are you reinstating? He has a warrant for his arrest now, misdemeanor warrant for his arrest now.
Did I not reinstate it the other day? I thought I
You
did.
did it yesterday, Your Honor.
Well, it still showed up as of this morning.
Who is it?
Kelly?
Yeah, it is reinstated.
That's why I just.
It's reinstated. I reinstated it yesterday.
Okay.
So Judge, are we taking away the portable and just adding the scram, or just?
Correct. Yeah. There's no need for the portable if he's got the scram. But scram first, and then you take the portable off. Okay? And I keep a close eye, please, because I want to know if he has any more violations. That's it.
Thanks for watching. Stick around longer and click the highlighted videos to your right. See you there.